Hello, friends. Welcome back to SNS. I'm Martin, your English practicing partner. Today we are going to practice English speaking with active listening. Before we begin our lesson, let me quickly remind you why listening is so important. As I usually say that, learning English is just like learning to ride a bicycle. You have to actually get on the bike, fall down, stand up, and try again. In the same way, if you want to speak English fluently, don't focus on memorizing grammar rules. Don't worry about mistakes or what others might think. Just try to face mistakes and improve yourself day by day with confidence. One bonus tip for you which will make your English skyrocket. While imagining, you use a language that is known as your thought language. Usually, many people use their native language. Try to make your thought language English, and you will observe totally change in your English after few days. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, and give the video a thumbs up. It will help other learners discover this video too. Check out the description for more videos. So be ready, keep your tea beside you, and let's begin. The sun was just beginning to rise above the green hills, and the soft morning light spread across the countryside. Birds sang in the trees, and the cool wind carried the smell of wet grass. Under a big old oak tree, a small rabbit named Benjamin Bunny opened his sleepy eyes. He stretched his tiny legs, yawned, and looked at the bright sky. Benjamin was a curious little rabbit, full of energy and dreams. He lived with his father, old Mr. Bunny, in a cozy burrow not far from the garden that once belonged to Mr. McGregor, the same garden where his cousin, Peter Rabbit, had once gotten into serious trouble. One morning, Benjamin hopped out of the burrow and looked around. He saw the green fields shining with dew and smiled. "It's a beautiful day," he said to himself softly. "Maybe I'll go see Peter." He hopped through the bushes, crossed a small stream, and soon found Peter sitting under a tree, looking rather sad. Peter's blue jacket was torn and dirty, and his little paws looked tired. "Peter," Benjamin called gently, "what's wrong?" Peter looked up and sighed. "Oh, Benjamin," he said, "I lost my shoes and jacket in Mr. McGregor's garden. My mother will be so angry when she finds out." Benjamin frowned. "Don't worry," he said quickly. "We'll go get them back." Peter's eyes grew wide. No, we can't go there again. Mr. McGregor might catch us." Benjamin smiled bravely. "We'll be careful this time. Besides, you can't go home without your clothes." Peter hesitated for a moment, then nodded. "All right," he said quietly, "but promise we'll be quick." "I promise," Benjamin replied. The two little rabbits started hopping toward the garden. The air smelled of flowers, and bees buzzed around them. They passed through tall grass and tiny holes under the fence until they finally reached the edge of Mr. McGregor's garden. The garden was full of colors: red tomatoes, green cabbages, yellow corn, and carrots that looked delicious. But Benjamin's eyes were fixed on a small scarecrow near the middle of the garden. It was wearing Peter's blue jacket and shoes. "There," Benjamin whispered. "I see them." Peter gasped softly. "Yes, that's mine." They waited quietly, listening for any sound of footsteps. The garden was still. Mr. McGregor and his wife were nowhere to be seen. Slowly, Benjamin and Peter crept closer, their tiny hearts beating fast. Benjamin climbed onto a bucket and reached out for the jacket. "Almost there," he whispered. But just as he pulled it free, the bucket slipped and he fell into a bed of onions with a loud thud. "Benjamin," Peter whispered, his voice trembling. Benjamin got up quickly, rubbing his head. "I'm okay," he said, smiling weakly. "Grab your shoes." Peter rushed forward, pulled his shoes off the scarecrow, and helped Benjamin up. They were just about to leave when a shadow fell across the garden. "Who's there?" a deep voice shouted. It was Mr. McGregor. He had come out to pick some vegetables. The two rabbits froze for a second, then dashed through the plants as fast as they could. "Run, Benjamin!" Peter cried. "I'm trying," Benjamin panted, his little legs moving as fast as they could. Mr. McGregor chased them, waving his rake in the air. The ground shook as he ran, but the rabbits were quick. They slipped under the fence just in time, leaving Mr. McGregor shouting angrily behind them. The two cousins hid under a bush, breathing hard. Peter looked at Benjamin with wide eyes. "That was so close," he said. Benjamin laughed softly. "But we did it," he said proudly. "You've got your jacket and shoes back." Peter looked down at his clothes, smiling for the first time that day. "Thank you, Benjamin," he said. "I don't know what I would have done without you." Benjamin grinned. "That's what cousins are for." When they returned home, Peter's mother was waiting. She looked worried, but relieved to see them safe. Peter hung his head and said, "I'm sorry, Mother. I should have listened to you before." Mrs. Rabbit sighed and hugged him gently. "I'm just glad you're safe, my dear," she said softly. Then she looked at Benjamin and smiled kindly. "And thank you, Benjamin, for looking after him." Benjamin blushed. "It was nothing, Aunt," he said humbly. That evening after dinner, Benjamin sat outside his burrow, watching the sunset paint the sky in shades of gold and pink. His father joined him quietly. "So, I heard you went to the garden again," Mr. Bunny said in his deep voice. Benjamin looked down, a little nervous. "Yes, Father, but only to help Peter." Mr. Bunny nodded slowly. "It was dangerous, but it was brave," he said. "Kindness and courage often walk together, my son." Benjamin smiled at his father's words. "I just wanted to help," he said softly. Mr. Bunny placed a gentle paw on his shoulder. "And that's what makes a good heart," he said. That night, Benjamin couldn't sleep. He thought about everything that had happened. The garden, the chase, and Peter's smile when he got his jacket back. For the first time, Benjamin felt truly proud. Not because he was brave, but because he had helped someone he loved. The next morning, the sunlight touched the hills again, and the fields sparkled with dew. Benjamin woke up early and stepped outside. He saw Peter waiting for him, holding 2 small carrots. "Breakfast?" Peter asked with a grin. Benjamin laughed. Oh, they sat under the same oak tree, sharing carrots and stories. The air was calm, the world was bright, and the 2 little rabbits knew one thing for sure. Sometimes, even small hearts can do big things when they act with kindness. As they finished eating, Benjamin looked at the horizon and said quietly, "Do you think Mr. McGregor will ever forgive us?" Peter chuckled. "Maybe not, but we'll stay away from his garden now." Benjamin smiled and nodded. "Yes, we've learned enough from that adventure." They both laughed softly, and the sound of their laughter mixed with the singing of birds and the whisper of the wind. It was a peaceful morning, full of warmth and friendship. And somewhere, deep in the earth, new seeds were growing. Seeds of courage, of love, and of kindness, planted by 2 small rabbits who had learned that even the tiniest act of care can make the world bloom again. The story ends here, and now it's time to explain the meanings of the most difficult words from the story, along with their contextual usage and one simple alternative that you can use in your daily conversations. Word number 1, trembled, meaning shook a little because of fear or strong feeling. Usage, his voice trembled when he saw Mr. McGregor. Simple alternative, shook. Word number 2, curious, meaning wanting to know or learn about something. Usage, Benjamin was a curious little rabbit who loved to explore. Simple alternative, interested. Word number 3, burrow, meaning a hole in the ground where animals like rabbits live. Usage, He lived in a small burrow under an old oak tree. Simple alternative, rabbit hole. Word number 4. Hesitated, meaning paused for a moment before doing something because of fear or doubt. Usage, Peter hesitated before agreeing to go back to the garden. Simple alternative, paused. Word number 5. Whispered, meaning spoke very softly so others could hardly hear. Usage, I see them, Benjamin whispered. Simple alternative, said softly. Word number 6. Shadow, meaning a dark shape made when something blocks light. Usage, a shadow suddenly fell across the garden. Simple alternative, dark shape. Word number 7. Frightened, meaning feeling scared or afraid. Usage, the rabbits were frightened when Mr. McGregor shouted. Simple alternative, scared. Word number 8. Chase, meaning to run after someone or something to catch them. Usage, Mr. McGregor began to chase the rabbits. Simple alternative, run after. Word number 9. Proud, meaning feeling happy and pleased because of something good you did. Usage, Benjamin felt proud for helping Peter. Simple alternative, happy. Word number 10. Courage, meaning the strength to face fear or danger. Usage, his father said, kindness and courage often walk together. Simple alternative, bravery. That's all for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed the story and learned some new words and expressions. Keep practicing every day, and you'll see great improvement in your English. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss any future lessons. Thank you so much for watching. Stay motivated, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye and take care.